Welcome back to Sci-Fi Caps. Today we are going to recap a sci-fi action movie released in 2019, titled The Blackout. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. At the start of the movie, we see a guy named Oleg. Was on a date with a girl named Elena. Oleg tells Elena, he works for the Russian military. After knowing about Oleg, Elena was impressed and they made love in their house. Suddenly, the whole world blacked out. They found out Moscow is the only city that had energy and every kind of service were working. Russian intelligence found out the place from where these things happening, that had a huge amount of radiation level, so the Russian military decided to seize everything and quarantine the place. The military team with a reporter named Olya went to find the problem and rescue people. Russian military found that all the people were disappeared. Suddenly, someone attacked one of the soldiers, injured him and stolen his weapon, and escaped. Military attacked on that creature but the creature escaped. In the next scene, we see a guy named Yura, a Russian military official who was living with his own mom. Yura got a letter from the military to be at work. A lady named Melina, intelligence directorate, went to the military camp and told the military team that the quarantine zone is blacked out and the soldiers have to go inside the middle of the quarantine zone to get the report of the situation happening inside. Outside of the military camp, intelligence noticed movement of multiple creatures and told their soldiers to stand by, but later a group of hundreds of bears attacked them. Oleg and Yuva survived the attack. Oleg got a leg injury during the attack, and he was treated by a doctor, which turned out to be Elena, the girl who Oleg slept with. Melina went to a boy named Sasha, who had a special ability to see people with his brain power and communicating with them by closing his eyes. In the hospital, when Sasha wakes up, he sees a guy named Zhenya, who was sent by Id, was there, communicating with him through his brain. A1ND told him that there is an alien which controls 160 million people inside the quarantine zone and they're not humans anymore. They will destroy the place and kill the people outside of the quarantine zone. He told Sasha that this isn't happening and they can stop this destruction with the help of Id. In the next scene, the military was divided into teams and went to different places in the quarantine zone. Travel Group 7 with Olya went to the city Kirov. The lieutenant told the team to get space inside an apartment for the night and they will continue to explore the place from tomorrow. We see a guy named Id meets Sasha and told him that they don't have time and he is different from other humans. Id reveals his face and Melina approached there and found that Id is not a human, he is an alien. Melina put guns towards him but Id controlled all the soldiers' minds and soldiers pointed the guy on the Melina due to control. Id told Melina that millions of creatures like him are coming to invade the planet and you have no time. Id told Melina that their planet is destroyed and they found out that Earth is a better place for them to live. Id told Melina that they will come tomorrow and will destroy everything. The same creature like him named Ra is controlling those millions of people in the quarantine zone and they're not any more humans. They're puppets who only follow rules of Ra. The Id wants to be on their side because humans and they're genetically the same and he doesn't want to let this world be destroyed like this. Then, he took help from Sasha to know the place inside the quarantine zone from where Ra was controlling the people inside of it and found that the place was Kirov. Id, Melina, and other military officials went to Kirov to find Ra and stop him. In Kirov, there was an attack by the people of the quarantine zone on Team 7. Every single soldier was killed except the Yuva and Olya. Yuva got injured during the fight with the people of the quarantine zone, but Yuva and Olya managed to escape from the Kirov to get to their nearest team, which was Team 4. Yuva and Olya found out that in Team 4 only Oleg and Elena survived. Suddenly, military team, Melina, Id with his assistant Zhenya arrived to Team 4 in tanks. Oleg, Yuva, Olya, and Elena went to Kirov with the military team. All of them arrived at Kirov but they saw a huge amount of people with weapons standing in front of them. Then soldiers started crushing them and get to the building where Ra was. After that, Id asked Melina for 2 soldiers and Yuva to go with him to fight Ra. Id went to Ra and told Yuva to attack him. Ra threw Yuva from the building but Yuva managed to survive. Ra and Id start fighting with each other. Melina, Elena, Olya, and Oleg came to see Ra. Id killed Ra and told them that he is like a god and saved them, so he will be here on Earth and rule. He also tells Melina that if he tried he could stop all of the people in the quarantine zone. But he didn't. Zhenya got angry, he suddenly attacked Id, but Id with his power replaced himself with Melina and Zhenya ended up killing Melina. Oleg attacked Id but he forced Yuva with his power to fight with him. Yuva almost killed Oleg but Olya shot at him with a gun in his arm and Oleg manages to survive. After that Zhenya jumped with Id from the building and killed Id and himself. Oleg, Olya, and Elena sees a spaceship arrived in front of them. They took some weapons and went inside to see. They saw that the spaceship have lots of alien creatures like Ra and it isolated and was given some kind of chemical to grow. They started destroying the chemical flow system. When they went to the last isolated system, they found out that alien kids are inside the isolation. And the movie ends here. So what do you think about this movie? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this recap then please hit like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more entertaining recaps like this. See you guys in the next recap.